Hello, I hope this video finds you well. It's the 30th of November, 1 month to go till the end of the year. And I have no internet again. It's been every day for 2 weeks. They fix it and you think, oh yeah, it's all sorted. That was on the bottom. Just fell out. But maybe I meant to see that. Teach. What does it say? Working with others. Working with others? Anyway, but it doesn't seem to be everyone. I know you're having difficulties, you've told me. But I know for a fact that someone I know has Virgin and they're fine. But it seems to be my area. But it's unusual. This never happened since I've been with them, probably over 5 years. And never been every single day. And then they fix it and they're confident and it goes again. Like literally half an hour later, it's gone. So I thought, well, I can't do much, so I might as well just do a video, but I don't even know if I can upload it. So I don't know when you'll see it. I don't know what is going on there. It feels like, well, I'm going to ask actually, because it feels like they're moving it to a different server, or they're changing the servers or the cables. I'm not sure, but it didn't feel like it was just reconnecting to their servers. That's what I got on the community page. But I'm going to check one more time here. In fact, yes, I will use these cards and I'm going to use the green cards. Virgin Media keeps going down. Is it because they are connecting to something, it may not be the QFS, but a new server, something like that I would get with the Temperance Card, something very positive, something for the future, as opposed to just working with the same company, the same servers, and they're just having the normal problems as one would. So is it because there's a big change behind the scenes? And I remember now, I got energy as one of the cards. Look at that. That's radiant blessings. There's no way, golden age. How would you describe changing the servers behind the scenes with the Sun card? I don't know, but it's like almost the golden age, golden pipe. Oh my goodness, I just said that. Something like the Temperance Card. Yes, fantastic, thank you. Oh, it's way better. That's why they can't control it. Oh, look, and I think they can't connect to their cloud, and there's other clouds here, other opportunities here. They can't connect. Something's going wrong for them. I've had 2 major cards. That's hugely exciting. Oh, wow. So maybe it's just my little area that's having more problems. Oh, I've got 2 cards. Generosity, and we are one. The collective. Wow. Wow. Okay. We are one. Now I've done these because I remember I had positive energy. So the energy connection, however it works, has changed or is changing. It's got to be some kind of switch over. And hold on, you can do this. Endurance. It could be very difficult. I wonder if they're aware. They must be aware. Probably not telling the lower people, I bet you. I wonder if they're aware that this is happening, that they're losing control, or... Oh. I'd like to do a reading, but all the cards fell out. Yeah, it's this is about keeping it sort of staying safe. So I feel like they know. This is clarity. I feel like they know. This is a different point of view where they're at. It's like a different... Like normally you'd get a card going that way, but this is going that way. So this was like a completely different direction. And the energy, again, so it's different energy system. And it's an energy system what they haven't used before. okay? And this is maybe to keep the world safe. This could be to connect to the internet in a different way, because that's safety for the internet, okay? This is intuitive. So is it something more intuitive that's going to be absolutely fantastic? Yes! Fantastic! Right, my video wasn't supposed to be about that. So I was going to talk about swords, but I'm going to do that on a different video. I want to say something, right? I don't know if it's going to make much sense to you, okay? But this is something I've been thinking about, okay? And then my friend said something else to me. Okay, so in the UK, we just had the budget, okay? Now, I just feel like this is all orchestrated. This is meant to happen. They're just doing everything to upset the normal people. No governments ever want to be this unpopular. And I had Judgment Day from the day they got in. You're going to leap up, aren't you, Willa? I can see it. Leap on the table. Anyway, now, I know it's in order for either they step down or it's for they're doing it so everybody can see what they had planned. I believe they're probably being led or orchestrated by the White Hats somehow. I'm not sure I've ever asked that, but I want to just say something. Like, when you start looking at things, look at things from a critical point of view, because in the UK, when they just changed the budget, okay, they changed the ISAs, and first of all, things aren't meant to be happening until 2027, but what they did was they made the limit for the young people, but they let the elderly people keep an ISA of 20,000. Now, normally they always go against the elderly. They never do the elderly a favour. I thought that was quite strange, because isn't it that in a way, when you talk about Nasara Jasara, the elderly was supposed to be looked after the most, the elderly, the most needy. Another thing I wanted to point out, that Motability have said that because of tax cuts, they're now buying British. When I did a reading before, I got the impression, I think I did it about, President Trump and him about the imports. And I had a feeling that all countries would start being go back to being independent, self-sufficient. There'll be a lot less imports. Okay, another one, the disability team, a disability living allowance. Yeah, that one. Theirs isn't going to be changed till 2028, but they're looking at people and they're clamping down on the point system, which looks awful. But is it so that the right people get the money? And this is what my intuition is saying, that yes, it looks bad, but are they actually doing it behind the scenes to gear it up into the right direction for the future? Are you following me? It's tricky, isn't it? How my brain works. But anyway, look at this. Last one. My friend said to me, do you think they are now using the digital banking which they were going to use because they need all your data in one place, because this is how the QFS will work? And I said to him, I've been thinking the same thing. That's the thing. If you look at it from a critical perspective, you might start thinking the same thing. Now, I don't know if I'm right, but I see the trouble is there's different topics here. I've got the ISAs, Motability, disability benefits, and the QFS. So it may not be all of them, so it's difficult for me to read as one. Let me think. Okay, I'll ask of the four. Of the ISAs changing so they protect the elderly, the Motability by British, the benefits for the disabilities, they're trying to make sure that maybe the right people get the money, and the digital ID, could they be using one or all of those situations, or is at least one linked to actually providing the structure for the golden age, the QFS, the new banking system, everything, where we're going to be our own bankers, countries will be self-sufficient. So what I'm trying to say is, even though it looks awful, is this actually a way to prepare for our future in a strategic way. Finally, I got there. As I said, it may not be all of them. It may be just one of them. Or a couple of them. Wow. This is insights. Oh, this is a fantastic morning for me. This better be recording. I said, was it a strategy? And I have a strategy right in the middle. And earlier I had temperance exactly where I needed it to be. Wow, look, they're preparing and planning strategically so that when this lot go, or that stuff we no longer need, we're not feeling it anymore, then they're making preparations for that. But also it could be that they want you maybe to go away and think, oh, what are they doing to us? Because this is knowledge, but also this is guidance. And I'm wondering if they're being guided. Okay, so it looks very disappointing. It looks worse than it is. Hangman, wait, another perspective. Don't be too disappointed. Try and see it from another perspective. Because the Queen of Pentacles, she not only is she probably her own banker, she waits for what she needs, okay? But it takes time. Although it's difficult and it feels like we're losing constantly, or could even be hardship because of the banking system, I feel that this Ace of Wands is new growth. Look, freedom. Look at that. Then the cards really change. You see that? Okay. Independence. So self-made independence to keep the country independent. Systems independent. Structures independent. That could be something. So that was about the... Oh, Motability by British. You see, there's all different topics here, so it's difficult. Could be our own banker with this card. Okay, what else? ISIS. Could be doing a kindness. Helping, that could be the DLA. DLA, is it called DLA? Yeah, I think so. Did I shuffle and have silence? Silence, let me read it. Silence has strength. Work on your goal, but keep quiet about it. Oh my goodness me! What a morning. It was worth getting up to do this. Have you just read it? It's uncanny. Oh my goodness, it's flipping brilliant. Brilliant. Sorry about my bad accent. Okay, I think that's where it's going. You can think what you want. I kind of just asked the question. Bingo! I said, is it a way for them to change the framework, but for everyone to think, oh no, look at the world we're living in? Actually, that's a very, very clever way of doing it, I have to say. That's brilliant. Brilliant! Right. Just quickly, I'm going to do another couple of things. I'm going to do it on another video. Okay, bye now.